Hello, people. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Tuesday to you all. Hopefully, your week is going brilliantly. Or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully, you're having a great day nonetheless. We have brand new music. It is now 6 p.m., and we've got a couple of title tracks to check out today. Starting off with yet another solo release from an EXO member. Because very recently, of course, we had Mr. Kyung-soo, Mr. Dio. We had Suho with a pre-release last week, and I believe his album is dropping at the end of this month, so in like a couple days' time. And now we have Mr. Chen with a brand new release, which is very exciting indeed. As someone who's very new to the EXO scene with Cream Soda and that whole Exist album was like my first proper foray into the EXO world. It's been a very exciting year, especially with all the solo releases. Like, we've gotten Schumann stuff, we've gotten Chanyeol stuff, gotten a couple of like Kyung-soo releases, we've got a smattering of Chen stuff through like SM stations and OSTs and stuff. We're going to have another Suho release coming up here, which is very exciting indeed. Kai had Rover last year, and it's just been a very good time. And I think this, I'm correct in thinking, this is my first ever like proper studio release from Chen, so that's really exciting. Because I know him very much in the OST Saturday realm, or in the SM Station realm, never on his solo work, so I don't know if we're going to get that very smooth ballady Chen that I'm used to from SM Station and OST Saturday, or if we're going to get something completely different. Either way, I am ready to learn, so let's get into it. Here we go! Rightio, Chen's Empty. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, is this his first release after moving to that label, MB100? Because I'm pretty sure last time we checked out any Chen release was last year, like towards the end of last year, and he was still at SM, right? But was it CBX that moved labels towards the beginning of the year or something like that? I remember reading about it at some point, thinking, huh, okay, that's very cool. So is this his first release at the new label then? Do let me know. But either way, over 4.5 minutes of the MV, possibly story time, possibly just all music. Let's find out. Oh, we going soft and pretty? Oh, hey, that's Japan. Sorry, Train Nerd came out for a second. Oh, it's very pretty. Hold on, buckle in. Oh, that rolled guitar chord was gorgeous. Why is it so loud? Why is that song so loud? I am so sorry. Might have dropped it a little bit too much, but ooh. Oh, the way that just slowly descended to that final line. Wow. This is really interesting, because for me, this is kind of in like a comfort zone area for me. Because this is the kind of Chen music that I'm very familiar with now throughout all the SM stations and OST Saturdays that we've done, which is a rare thing because usually OSTs and SM stations tend to stray from what their standard discography is like, or at least so I found. Was there like a delayed string glissando in there? That combo of the high-flying shoulder strings with Chen's voice going higher and higher too is just brilliant pairing. Oh, they just... Oh, what a cool restart for the final chorus here. They just dropped it all the way to the bottom, and then they're just gonna slowly bring it up. A double reset. Oh. Yeah, the way this song just resets every single time is like spine chilling. Because all you're left is the emotional value of what preceded that moment. Oh. This was also shot somewhat close to where I grew up when I was like a kid. They shot this around Miura Kaigan. That's very cool. Very scenic location. I highly approve of it. Well done, Chen. Well done, you. You know, I reckon there's probably going to be a really interesting reception to music like this in the general public, because ballads are always very pick and choosy when it comes to who enjoys them. And you know, it's safe to say that there is a demand for the ballad genre in the South Korean music scene. I mean, look at Kim Young-woon, for example. He absolutely demolishes charts with a ballad every single time. And for me, as a fan of the emotional ballad, I love stuff like this. There is just something so emotionally healing about a really pretty but emotionally loaded ballad like Chen's Empty, and it's and especially when you have a voice that is very ballad coded. It's got such nice display of emotion, but also just has the brightness to really enhance what that emotion is. It doesn't matter if it's happy or if it's sad or if it's bittersweet. That emotion is just going to be cranked up a few notches just from his voice alone. Then you pair that with the absolutely spectacular string section in the background. Admittedly, that's coming from a biased point of view as a violin player myself, but you've thrown everything that makes a ballad great into one package. That is Chen's Empty for me. There's absolutely no complaints that I have about the song whatsoever. Plus, the MV location gets bonus points from me too. But where is I think the main takeaway that I have for Chen's Empty is that string section and the amount of growth it has into that chorus, and then the way that chorus dissipates. That roller coaster you go on, that climb from the pre-chorus huge rush of energy, and then the crash and the slow burn off is really cool to listen to. I think it's around here, isn't it? Swell. Sorry, I cut it off at the wrong spot, but that swell too, it doesn't come right away from the shoulder string section. You have a scale and then a glissando that takes it into the next octave. So scale is like each individual note. A glissando is like a run of notes in quick succession. The fact that they threw both into that chorus release is really cool to me. Yeah, that two-step growth from the shoulder strings. Oof. That dissipate and let it dissipate again. That is unbelievably powerful, the way this song finishes. Is it just, it tapers away, pulses back up one more time, and then just, it almost dissolves into nothingness at the end there. And it's, and well, what's the lyric they say here? Without you, this place is just an empty house for me. And they end the song with just Chen's voice and that piano. Completely empty song. It's like the lyrics are dictating what goes into the song at that moment in time. And that parallel is so cool to listen to. And especially if you understand what the lyrics mean, by weaving those two elements together so well like that, oh, the emotional value just skyrockets just on this singular moment alone. Oh, I love a good ballad, man. Ballads, I find, are very underappreciated because they aren't energetic, they aren't bright, they aren't catchy. What they are is cathartic. I love the ballad when I'm in a really sappy mood, and some of my favorite songs ever written are ballads. There's just something I find so interesting about the emotional value that a ballad can put on the listener. And for me, as someone who tends to get in their feelies quite often, if I'm in a bad place and I listen to a really emotionally sappy ballad, yes, there is that brief moment where that sappy energy gets heightened about 3-4 notches, but afterwards I feel so much better. Chen's Empty, I can confidently put this on a ballad playlist and it would be perfect. Much like his SM Station stuff, weirdly enough. But that was gorgeous. As for the rest of the album, I may have to go and listen to that in my free time just because tomorrow and Thursday are busy days in terms of school schedules for me. And then the end of the month is ridiculously loaded with releases. So if we decide to do it on camera, it'll go out. If it doesn't, I'll listen to it in my free time. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today. Thank you all for listening along, watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.